Hello everybody, welcome back to another video and welcome to Season 4 of Cold War. My name is CallMeFi. If you're new to the channel, then welcome, and if you're not, well, then thanks for tuning in again. Today I'm going to be going over the brand new MG82 light machine gun. I have been working tirelessly all day and a little bit last night to max this thing out and unlock Dark Aether for it, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now, like all my other videos that I review guns in, I'm going to be going over the level 1 and full attachment versions of the guns, comparing them, the pros and cons of it, how good it is early and late game, and overall just how good it is in general. So with that said, let's hop right into it. Now, before I get into reviewing the actual gun, just check out the Dark Aether camo on it. It looks amazing. It's got so much coverage, which as always I am completely in love with, and it just really makes the gun pop, which with a gun this good, it really deserves to pop. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the actual review. So first of all, let's talk about this thing at level 1. Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect when I loaded into the game, since I haven't really used LMGs in a long time, but I gotta say I was very pleasantly surprised. With the high damage in combination with the decent recoil control, this gun was able to melt through zombies, and I don't just mean at the beginning of the game here, but also on the later rounds. Now, just from the first game, I could tell that this thing was going to be a lethal addition to the Cold War weapon list. Now, there are, however, a couple downsides with the MG82. First of all, the reload speed, of course, very slow because it is an LMG, and also the mobility because, once again, it's an LMG. Now, there are a few attachments you can use to improve those things as you level it up, but still, you're not gonna make it magically the fastest gun in the world. Now, moving on to its full attachment version, still, this thing is amazing. Alright, obviously, it's better than it was when it was stock. The attachments I put on focus on increasing recoil control and ADS while limiting the negative effects on mobility. Also, rather than putting on the 150 round magazine, which is the largest, I opted for the 125 round speed mag in order to get a little bit more reload speed for only a little hit on my ADS. Now, like I said about the stock gun, it's good already, so adding a bunch of attachments just made it way better. Now let's talk pros and cons. I already talked about the reload speed and mobility, and honestly, that's basically all the cons there are. Both of these things can also easily be fixed by putting on some attachments, so yeah. However, because it is still an LMG, neither the reload speed or mobility will ever compare to the likes of an AR or an SMG, but they can still be drastically improved. Now let's talk pros: damage, ammo count, and recoil control. All pros. This thing has amazing damage right out of the gate, alright? Its ability to clean up hordes and shred elites, including the megatons, is probably one of the best in the game. It has a pretty high magazine size as well, depending on what attachments you add, and once you go to later rounds, you won't even have to worry about reloading, because you can always just buy ammo or pop a ring of fire. And finally, recoil control. You may have noticed that this thing is a headshot machine just by looking at the videos that I'm playing. While its recoil control isn't really as great as some of the other guns, its damage allows it to get 1 or 2 shot critical kills. So basically, because its damage is already so great, the recoil control only needs to be good enough to allow easy headshot kills, which fortunately it does. And even on the later rounds when you're taking out trains, the recoil control still holds up pretty good, and you can see that I'm going through trains no problem. So you've probably noticed from the gameplay I'm showing, this gun is amazing in late game. Even with the increased max health of the zombies, the MG82 is shredding through trains and megatons. Of course, I only get to round 51 before I decide to call it quits. This thing stands up to the hordes really well until then. If you pop your ring of fire, it just gets that much better. The zombies do not stand a chance, and even the megaton I can take out pretty easily with this gun. Now, as you've probably gathered from this video, I am literally in love with this gun. I would and probably could argue that this is the best gun in the game right now, for zombies at least. If you've watched my past videos, you may have noticed that I tend to talk up most of the guns I review, but I'm serious about this one. The MG82 could be considered the best gun in the game right now. But you can always load up, try for yourself, and see how you like it. But I'm telling you guys, this thing is freaking amazing, and definitely a gun I'll be using frequently in the future.
Why do you still even try?
Well, that's it for the video, guys. I like to keep these gun reviews quick and simple. I really recommend you try out this weapon because I promise you will not be disappointed at all. But with that said, I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it at all a little bit enlightening. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. It really helps me out. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. If this video hasn't convinced you, you can always check out some of my other ones. Just go check out my channel. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.